I learned from it ain't you. That's the point I'm making. I don't care. I want the best for you, Andrew. I love you for the sake of Allah. No matter what you say, regardless, you're Muslim, I love you for the sake of Allah. When I see you saying things that are incorrect, I'm going to say, well, look at Quran Sunnah. This is not
England always looked like England for a very long time, and everyone spoke one language, and it was England. And now it's
under your own rules and regulations, under your own imaginations, ultimately, you should be kicked out of the country.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of people that are claiming now that Andrew Tate could be a spy, or Andrew Tate could have been an agent, or he's bought. But
you and others that he became Muslim, we're happy whenever someone becomes Muslim.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, GPT Explains. Today, we're diving into the life of Andrew Tate, one of the most controversial figures on the internet. From kickboxing champion to social media sensation, Tate has polarized millions with his bold views. But what happens when a man like Tate decides to embrace Islam? Let's explore. Andrew was born on December 1st, 1986 in Washington, D.C. Andrew Tate quickly rose from a world champion kickboxer to an online influencer. His journey from a Christian upbringing to atheism, and later to reconnecting with Christianity, raised eyebrows. But it wasn't until October 2022 that Tate shocked the world with a viral video praying at a mosque and announcing his conversion to Islam. Was this a genuine transformation, or just another chapter in his controversial persona? Many question the timing and sincerity of his conversion. So, let's talk about the recent post from Andrew Tate and the podcast where he made some controversial statements that have sparked a massive backlash within the Muslim community. From YouTubers to Islamic scholars, many are openly criticizing him for his remarks. His words have raised serious concerns about his understanding of Islam and whether he is truly embracing the faith or just using it for influence. So what exactly did he say that has so many Muslims calling him out? Let's break it down.
Here, because I keep having kids with Romanian women. 100%. Fact. But they obviously don't. So what I'm saying is the whites who want to have a white country need to have white people in their country. You're agreeing with me. You just said what I said. As an argument to my point.
Sneako, a well-known content creator and recent revert to Islam, didn't hold back when addressing Andrew Tate's remarks. He challenged Tate's views head-on, pointing out the contradictions in his statements and questioning his understanding of Islamic values. Let's take a look at what he had to say to Andrew.
I don't care. I want the best for you, Andrew. I love you for the sake of Allah. No matter what you say, regardless, you're Muslim, I love you for the sake of Allah. When I see you saying things that are incorrect, I'm going to say, well, look at Quran Sunnah. This is not being a prophet.
Sneako was right in calling out Andrew Tate. If Tate truly wants to grow in his faith, he should be open to guidance from fellow Muslims instead of dismissing them. Listening to sincere advice is a sign of humility, not weakness. Bobby Perspective, a well-known Muslim commentator, has been vocal about Andrew Tate's controversial views. He often analyzes social and religious issues through an Islamic lens, and this time, he didn't hold back.
migration and legal migration, all these different things. That's all actually by the by. Whether they turn up legally, illegally, etc. Of course, illegally is much worse, of course. But primarily, people in Europe are offended by and deeply concerned by the fact that England always looked like England for a very long time, and everyone spoke one language, and it was England.
Let's take a look at what he had to say about Tate's recent interview.
So he basically is admitting completely here that he wants Britain to be a fully white British nation like it used to be hundreds and hundreds of years ago. But meanwhile, he as a brown person wants to become the Prime Minister of Britain. Under your own rules and regulations, under your own imaginations, ultimately, you should be kicked out of the country. Because it doesn't matter, remember, if it is legally or illegally, it does not matter at all.
Bobby Perspective was absolutely right. Andrew Tate's remarks had clear racist undertones. Just because he has a mixed heritage doesn't excuse him from making divisive and harmful statements.
An Islamic crime problem within the UK. This is an objective fact.
Saajid Lipham, a well-respected Muslim content creator, has been vocal about Islamic teachings and often corrects misconceptions. Let's hear from Saajid Lipham about Andrew Tate's recent statements.
Muslims are against such crimes. I have not seen a single Muslim ever try to defend something like this. The Muslims are saying that in a Muslim country, this is punishable by death, showing you the severity of it. So insisting on calling it Islamic crime, insisting on repeating the lie that Muslims are defending this, is mind-boggling. This isn't complicated. This is the sort of rhetoric that contributes to people disliking Islam.
Saajid Lipham was right. Andrew Tate's claim about Islamic crime is misleading and unfairly associates Islam with actions that go against its core teachings.
That he became Muslim. We're happy whenever someone becomes Muslim. No doubt about it. And he encouraged, just by him converting, a lot of other people became Muslim because of that.
Daniel Haqiqatjou, a prominent Muslim thinker and commentator, is known for his insightful critiques of modern ideologies. On the Fayyad Fit podcast, he shared his thoughts on Andrew Tate's controversial stance and the issues surrounding his conversion to Islam. Let's see what he had to say about Andrew's recent post.
Yeah, I don't fully agree with everything in Red Pill, but Red Pill is way better than feminism. Red Pill is a necessary response, a natural response from a secular person to feminism and the excesses of feminism. So he's just repeating, in his own way, Red Pill talking points. And the main reason that a lot of some of these Muslims or compassionate Muslims didn't like Andrew Tate was because he was pushing back against feminism. But unfortunately, he has not had a very positive trajectory. He has it doesn't seem like he's learning. His teacher, and he's not he's making all of these very big blunders, these big mistakes. So how many excuses can you give him? Now, I'm not trying to takfir Andrew Tate. I'm not trying to say that he's secretly not a Muslim. I think he's a Muslim. He should be considered a Muslim.
Daniel Haqiqatjou defended Andrew Tate, stating that he is a new Muslim and shouldn't face harsh criticism for his red pill views. He acknowledged that Tate is not a role model and mentioned concerns that Tate isn't actively learning Islam properly, which makes blindly following him problematic. Andrew Tate's journey in Islam continues to spark debate. Some defend him as a new Muslim, while others believe his influence is harmful if he isn't actively learning. At the end of the day, actions speak louder than words. What do you guys think about Andrew Tate's? Let us know in the comments.